Hello, in this video I'm gonna tell you what SOS mode means on iPhone 16e. So there's quite a lot of things to talk about. The most common usage of the emergency SOS is by either pressing and holding on power and volume and one of the volume buttons. Then you can do an emergency call. I'm not gonna do it, but when you release, it'll call emergency services. So whenever you're in an emergency, it'll just, based on your location, find the number. So like, for example, for most of the European countries, it's gonna be 112, and for the United States, it's 911 and all of that. So it just depends on the location, and it'll make the call automatically, so that's really great. And the next thing is also, you can, instead of pressing on these two buttons, you can press on the power button 5 times, and it will also allow you to do that. Then also there is the medical ID, which if you swipe, it'll open your medical ID with all your data that you put in here. I'm gonna show you later how to put your data in your medical ID so you can have it all. Then if something happens to you, they can like other people can take your iPhone and see data about you, like your like your blood type, if you're an organ donor, your age, and everything else that you want to put there. So that's pretty handy. Now the next thing also is crash detection, and you can enable or disable this. And the crash detection automatically detects if you're in a car crash or some other injury, and of course it doesn't detect it all the time. Like sometimes it will not detect it because it's it's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty normal for not to be perfect. And you can enable or disable that by going to settings, then going to emergency SOS, and now you can enable or disable call after severe crash. And if you enable call with 5 button presses, then if you press on the button 5 times, it'll start calling without you needing to swipe. It'll just count down from like 10, I guess. So I'm just gonna you can see it counts down automatically. I'm gonna stop it actually, but this is also pretty great. You can also enable call quietly, and you can also set up emergency contacts. So you can add contacts for emergency SOS that you can call even if your phone is locked by going to the emergency call, like your family members or someone else close to you. And also there is something called the SOS only, which you may sometimes see as you slide down from the right top part of your screen. You'll see it here, but it's only available in Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States, including all the islands of the United States, of course. That basically means that you can do an emergency SOS call via a satellite. So if you are in that country that supports it, and you don't have any network signal whatsoever, you may be in the woods, in the mountains, wherever you just don't get signal, you can still make a call via satellite, and it'll just show you how to point on the satellite to find the signal, because it's not that easy to connect with a satellite, but it's possible, it's available, you can do it on the iPhone 16e because it supports it. And then when you make that call, you will do it via a satellite, even if you don't have the access to the network. And now, as I've promised, I'm gonna show you the medical ID, which you can set up in case something happens to you, and then the doctors or someone else just can look at your medical ID to know more about you. So you can go to the health. I'm gonna continue. Then here you can set up the health details. So set the first, the last name. I'm just gonna make it test, but of course it's best to put the actual one. Then the date of birth, the sex, the height, the weight. Then click on next. And now I'm gonna click on continue. And here, as I click on my profile icon in top right corner, I can go to medical ID. And here I can edit my photo and information. So you can add your own photo. I'm gonna take a photo like this, but of course you should take a photo of yourself. Then change the name, the date of birth can be also set, the primary language, and if you are an organ donor, set it to yes, no, or register with Donate Life, and here you can sign up actually, so that's also pretty great. Then click on done, and you can also change your pregnancy status, your medications, allergies, emergency contacts, conditions, additional information, and notes. You can also delete the medical ID whenever you want. And now, as it's set, as you just press and hold on power and volume up or volume down, you can go to the medical ID, like that. And that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.